47 North Star, was that?
Yeah, it was. Another one there.
That's a rat. Class 25. Top of the apple, 31. One of the visiting locomotives hiding round the corner. Looked like a Britannia class. I wonder if Britannia's come for the weekend. Yes, there is a tunnel. Here. You'll notice the change of engine sound here. Now, the steam loco was not registered for mainline working, which we're now going on to the main line to Whitby. So it's been substituted for a certified tractor, class 37. But I have to say, that coupling was a bit rough too. However, let's press on with the journey. This is the famous Larpool Viaduct, which once carried the coastal line from Redcar down to Scarborough. It's a magnificent memorial to Victorian engineering, and I think there is a walkway over it now, but it carried the line over the Esk Valley, and also used to have a loop line that came down onto the lower level so trains could come off of that and into Whitby town. Well, we had planned to poke our nose outside the station and go back on the same train because there was supposed to be up hour there. But because of all the delays, when we arrived in Whitby, it was already past the departure time. Cathy said she'd like to see something in Whitby. Was there a way we could sort something out? So it was either catch the 5:10 train back and rearrange things with our friends who we were due to meet in York, or I went and had a look at the bus timetable, and that gave us an hour in Whitby before we could catch the Scenic coastal bus service 8:40 back to York. I have to say one thing about this 8:40, considering it ran from Leeds to either Scarborough or Whitby, and it ran every half hour, every journey we saw was on time. Wow, for a journey of 3 hours, that's pretty good going. Well, you've got to say you've been to Whitby, haven't you? That's an interesting boat there. There's a restaurant. We're in what appears to be the main station square here. Harbour. Up on the hill there. The ruins of Whitby Abbey. Inspiration for Dracula. Here's a better view. The tide's definitely come in now. But we'll come for a ride on the Black Pearl. And don't you knock it all back at once, eh? That bridge, as far as I understand, will rise to allow larger boats out. Would you believe it? There's always that, that's better. Sorry to interrupt again, but it's easier to explain things rather than keep writing on the film. This 8:40 service, we got on the bus. We were among the first to get on. We went upstairs, and the seats on this bus are incredible. And we found a table. So Cathy and I were sitting at the table. Obviously, being on a bus, the windows are not perfectly clean. You're going to get reflections, but hopefully you can get some idea of the lovely views on the journey we had back. We even passed where the famous golf balls of Fylingdales were, that had been replaced by some grey, funny structure. And of course, who could miss out going via Aidensfield? For those of you that remember Hartlepool. Damn trees always get in the way.
you. You can also get off the bus here if you're planning a visit to Goathland today.
The Goathland Hotel or the Aidensfield Arm? Aidensfield Stores.
Yeah, Thornton the Dale. Thornton the Dale without my thumb.
Well, after another break at Pickering on the way back, we got the bus right to where we were to meet our friends Colin and Fiona at the Black Swan pub in York, just down the road from our hotel. Boy, the food was reasonably priced and just far too much for one person to eat. But look at this. It's got to be dating back to something like 15th or 16th century.
David Rose. Right, all the carpet. We pick up there.
Hey.
And then, oh, this is going on. I've got a name now. No, taking.